And our next candidate is Ronn Johnson, who is running for the Southwestern Oregon Community College Board, position number 7. And I'll let Ron introduce himself to you.
Hi, my name is Ronn Johnson, and I am a native Oregonian. I've worked in different fields in my life, and I'm now self-employed. And I have no educational background in terms of working for school boards, but I do have an interest in investing back into the community and trying to make things work as well as possible.
What about the college's mission and guiding principles led you to run for the board?
Well, it's more about the function of the community college. I see it coming from a little town of Brookings. I've raised children there, and I've watched their friends interact with the community college, and I see the needs that are there. One of the things that I do see that is that not every child is going to go on to college, and so we need a strong community college that has a strong vocational emphasis, as well as we have a retirement community, and there are a lot of people who are very interested to take self-developmental types of classes for interests like that. So I think it serves a three-pronged purpose. Is one, preparing kids who are trying to make a transition to college but are not quite ready to go to a full university yet. One for people who need some kind of a training to go into a vocation and make a good earning there, and then people who just want personal enrichment. And so I'm interested in making that a stronger thing in my community.
If elected, what would you hope to be the key accomplishments of the board during your first term?
I would like to strengthen the vocational tracks that we have there. I know that we have in the past had a CNA certificate program there. I know that we're looking at starting an LVN, or at least hoping to do that. But there are other things that I've looked in other school districts. For example, in where I am here in Baker County, they have connected with their high school heavy equipment operating that the kids can do in conjunction with the high school and the community college, so they can come out. These are kids that are definitely not going to go to college, but they can come out and they can have these skills and make good money. And I'd love to see work on that to work with the school board at the high school level and the community college to offer those types of classes. I think that would give kids a motivation for staying in school and completing that as well.
Serving on the board involves more than monthly meetings. How will you prioritize your time to serve on committees, help lobby state legislatures, support the work of the College Foundation, and other duties of board members?
Well, I have the advantage of being a person who has raised their children and they are gone. And so I have time to donate and to become involved with different projects. I will, as I get to know them and find out where the needs are, I will try to find some that I feel I can be a strong contributor to, and I will look for places that need help. So it'll be an education process both for me to learn where the needs are and where I think my talents and interests and energy can best make a difference.
Only the full board has authority to make decisions for the district. What skills or traits will allow you to contribute to the effective operation of the board?
Well, I think that I'm pretty good at working with people. I've worked with people in different fields, different vocations, different parts of the country. I've worked in international settings. And I think I communicate fairly well. I think I can work with a lot of different types of personalities to try and pull people together to stay focused and to accomplish goals. So that would be, I think, my strength would be trying to create a a unity of focus and purpose, and find where places where we can agree, and then move forward and not get stuck on places where we're not agreeing.
Describe how you see the college's role in the community.
Okay, I think I covered some of that. I think a college has, especially a community college, has a three-pronged role. One for high school students that are looking or considering going on to a university degree, but maybe aren't quite ready to do that. And especially in our setting, in rural settings, to be able to save some money because university colleges are expensive and private colleges are even more expensive. So to be able to stay local, maybe stay at home for another year or two while they're pursuing their general educations and trying to figure out where they want to go next. So one, for kids transitioning into a full university program. Second, for kids who aren't going to do that, but are looking for something beyond high schools. They need a vocational training. And so I see that as a key purpose, especially because we have, at least in our area, lost some of those classes at the high school level. I know when my kids started high school, those were disappearing in the high school level, the more vocational types of trainings. And then three, again, we have retirement committee, and we have people who have various interests and want to stay involved. They want to grow. They want to keep their brains active. They want to learn new things. They have a passion for that. And I think that's a big role for a community college in an area.
And those were all of the questions. So it's your turn now to take a minute and explain to the voters why they should elect you to the board.
Okay. Well, one, again, I don't have a background in educational boards. I do not. But I have raised children. I have launched children. I have seen their friends struggle in the community. I've listened. I have friends who are retired, and I have also seen the need for kids to have a strong vocational track. I have the time and the interest to devote to my community, to try and strengthen what I think is a good system, and I think could be a better one. So I think it's always good to have fresh ideas and fresh people coming in. I have a lot to learn. If you do elect me, I do have a lot to learn, but I'm a quick learner too. So I think I can bring an energy and maybe some fresh ideas, and I can work with people who have experience who can bring me along and show me where the ropes are as well. So it would be a mutual process. I'm bringing some energy and new ideas, and I'm coming in to learn. I do not have all the answers, but I am willing to listen. I do listen, and I want to find out how I can make this even better.